You're watching the Frye Show, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Grand Lake Roofing, Colors TV, Family Audiology Associates, American Legion Post 323, Varsity Lanes, Outdoors Equipment Rental, Spring Street Storage, Mr. Bank, Plus One Professionals, Albert Sporting Goods.
You are renovating St. Mary's Foundry, Larry Chef Auto Sales, Tech House at the Square, TSC, Cody Plumbing and Heating, Roots Pub, Dr. Mike Company, Guaneri's Pizzeria, EFW Post 9289, and Miller Funeral Home.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Bo Frye Show. I'm your host, Joe Hurlbert, alongside head coach Bo Frye. Week number 12, we move into round 2 of the Ohio High School Athletic Association state playoffs. Rough Riders win big, 42-14 over Wauseon last Friday night. They'll go on the road. We'll have the game for you a little bit later on here on Rider Nation Station. Kickoff scheduled at 7. We'll be on the air about 6:45. But Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, let's take a look at some of the games in the playoffs first rounds that include Western Buckeye League teams. Glenville defeated Bath 44-0, I believe that score was. Salina defeated Hillsboro 49-7. Defiance defeated Bay Village by a score of 14-7. Butler beat Elida 17-0. Van Wert all over River Valley 48-30, and Wapak defeated New Richmond. And Wapak put 63 points on the board in that ball game. So 7 Western Buckeye League teams made the first rounds of the playoffs. 5 continue to play in week number 2. But, Coach, let's take a look a little bit about the game last week before we talk about Sandusky-Perkins. But a big win last week.
Yeah, I thought we started extremely fast. I thought our kids played hard real early. Whenever we return a kickoff to start the game, that's great. And then an interception on the second play of the game. So we started very fast, kind of lost a little focus at the end. We're going to have to maintain our focus here.
Well, let's get into some clips. And this week, instead of starting with the offense like we normally do, we're going to start with special teams. And this is the kickoff at the beginning of the game. And just like that, I believe this set the tone of the game for the Rough Riders the rest of the night.
Yeah, so we changed our kickoff return about week 5. Thought we would get as a staff, we came together and really put this together, and it finally paid off. But the minute he caught the ball, I thought, oh shoot, that's a touchdown. So.
Yeah. You could see the hole open up, and then he had 4 or 5 blockers out front, and then he just coasted to the end zone. Rough Riders went up after the point after 7-0. So it was a good start to that ball game. I think this is the same play, but it's just from a different angle. And from this angle, you're going to be able to see the holes open just a little bit better. You can see the big hole right there that he found, and then he just cuts back. And
I like to compliment Luke Bournes. He blocked 3 guys on the play.
Did he?
Yeah, so it was pretty awesome.
So we get 3 stickers, right?
No, we're all team stickers now, man.
Oh, okay,
so,
there you go. There you go.
But yeah, he did a heck of a job, and the unit will definitely get stickers. So it was awesome, though. Good to see, like, parting the sea there.
This is here just your special teams kickoff coverage is playing extremely well. Of course, we mentioned all year long your goal is to keep them inside the 30, and I think this one did just that.
Yeah, I think anytime Rush kicks it well, we're better. I actually thought our speed was pretty average on Friday, but we got better as the week went on, as the game went on, other than the one we gave up for a touchdown later on. But yeah.
Here's an onside kick and kind of bounced around, and I'm not. So, I think we got it.
Yeah, we got that one.
We got that one, but it probably wasn't as clean handled as you would have liked.
Not really at all, So we're working in practice, making sure we fix that. But yeah, onside kicks are scary, man.
Yeah, they are.
It's just a lot of bouncing around, especially on turf.
Yeah, and this one here we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
This was. We were up with a running clock at the time, and I'm thinking, well, we'll be out of here pretty quick. But all of a sudden, they run a kickoff back for a touchdown, and then we have to go back to the regular clock. But this is just a breakdown.
Yeah, breakdown. We kicked it to the wrong kid, and a testament on their part. They did a pretty good job, but we got to tackle. Our speed downfield was not good. We've made some changes on kickoff because of that. So.
And offensively, let's go to the offense. The Rough Riders had 391 yards on the ground, 9 yards through the air. They finished with 400 yards of total offense. You have to be pleased with that number.
Yeah, I think we're getting better offensively. I don't know if it was our best night though. If you're gonna stack the nights together, I don't think it was our best. I thought sometimes we lost some focus and we lost some finish. I think you saw that when we got stopped on the goal line there at the end. So we're gonna have to play better football.
Right. So this is a nice run by Dominic Osborne. And the Rough Riders, it seems like the rushing game, you picked up big numbers, big yardage a lot. You find yourself with second and short situations a lot of times throughout the course of the ball game.
That's a testament to our offensive line and a testament to our running backs falling forward. Anytime you're moving forward, good things happen.
Colton Mabry picks up a big chunk of yardage. Again, Rough Riders have 2 running backs over 100 yards. Colton Mabry, 23 carries for 177 yards. He averages 7.7 yards per carry. Dominic Osborne, 22 carries, 127 yards, 5.8 yards per carry. And, of course, Kevin Perry toted the football a few times, carried it 6 times, 51 yards for 8.5 yards. And here's Kevin Perry on cue.
Thought he played extremely hard. I thought he ran hard. I think the way he's tucking the ball away was reminiscent of his older brother, wasn't it?
Yep.
Right there, it looks a lot like his older brother. I was like, man, that looks a lot like his older brother right there.
Yeah.
So it's just the natural way that Perry's carry the ball.
I think Dominic Osborne here scores the first Rough Rider touchdown. It looks like we got away with one there on the back. I think Noah Dixon leaned a little bit. So
yeah, they don't call it. It doesn't count.
No, exactly. Here's Colton Mabry again. Like I said, he averaged 7.7 yards every time he touched the football.
Yeah. I'll tell you this about our kids. They're extremely smart. I told you that a long time ago. So some of the stuff we were doing last year is not the same stuff we're doing this year. We're in advanced calculus of the wing T right now, So.
Here's a Mabry touchdown.
Yeah, that one seemed too easy.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, though. When you watched a little bit of Wauseon's defense, I think over a period of time, I think they got tired of Colton Mabry just running them over. And I'll tell you what, he's a very physical runner. Yeah. And I think they just got, I'm not getting in the way.
That's how it's supposed to work. And he is.
I know. Yeah. There's a nice little pitch and catch.
Yeah, that's a heck of a catch, heck of a throw. You see Cody getting better too, know.
Yep.
I hate to see this end without him playing his best football, and I think you're starting to see that from Cody.
Right. Kevin Perry once again. This is great second effort. Busts out of 2 tacklers and pick up about another 4 yards on the play. So, you see that a lot. Playing with a lot more determination. Second efforts.
Seniors that want to see it finish on a high note.
Yeah.
And that's what you need this time of year.
Right. This is Osborne on an 8-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, good run by him. I'd said he's got greasy hips, man. He's hard to find in there. I think he's only 4'9",
Check out the block here by Sturwald. Boom, right there at the bottom.
It was Mealy, but
Was it Mealy?
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
It's legal. The blindside block.
Absolutely.
Told you to keep your hands open. That's just like basically a pick.
Absolutely. Exactly.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
And this is Colton Mabry on the sweep.
Yeah, this is at the end of the game. He's got a burst there. He's
got
less fresh Fred Flintstone legs this year.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you had to be pleased offensively as far as penalties are concerned. Penalties aren't good at any point in time, but 3 penalties for 30 yards. So that has to be pleasing too. We're kind of cutting back on the mistakes a little bit.
Just says we're doing things right, which is great.
Now we talked about we saw the kickoff return, and then we kicked off to Wauseon. This is their first play from scrimmage, and this is a pick by Jacob Kessler. So Rough Riders had 2 big plays to start the ball game.
Yeah, he's playing good football right now, confident football. It's good to see from him. Whenever he picks it off, it's great. Turnovers, man, they're your best friend. So it's hard to see here, but yeah, it's Coach Yale Put
Yep.
some good coverage on them too.
You know, I think right there, those two plays right there, kind of. I think they made Wauseon's offense think a little bit that this is not going to be as easy as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I think that anytime you start to set the tone early in a playoff game, because we don't know each other, we've never played each other.
Right.
Same way we don't know Perkins very well. So anytime you start fast, good things happen.
Right. This is just the defense swarming to the football. Good pursuit.
Yeah. These guys playing hard. I mean, that's a broken record at this point. If
Right.
you're not playing hard, then you probably shouldn't be out there anymore. So
Exactly.
I think we've got them to a point that they're all playing extremely hard, and they're playing together, and they're having fun.
Well, the defense limited Wauseon to 183 yards of total offense on 11 first downs. Most of their yardage came through the air, 171 yards through the air, so their running game was pretty much shut down by the Rough Rider defense. Here's Caleb Turner with a big stop, and it seems like he's getting a little bit more active. You're seeing him head for the football a lot.
I don't know if there's any less active than Turner. He never stops moving, man. He's 5'1".
There's your defense with a sack on the Wauseon quarterback.
Yeah, if you could see it, I don't know where is it at there. He faked out the camera guy, didn't it?
He did.
Yeah.
You know, and it just seemed to me, from my perspective, that once you started pursuing the quarterback and getting some sacks and getting some bodies on him, it just like, he got happy feet. He didn't want to hang on to the football, and you see him falling away a lot throwing the football. I think you got into his head, and that's what you want to do. It's part of the game.
I think that's part of the game. Quarterbacks, man, Joe.
I know.
They're a different breed.
Kevin Perry with a nice
play by Perry. Yeah.
Nice play there. And here's one similar to what I was just talking about. Watch the quarterback. He wants nothing to do with this Rough Rider defense.
Yeah. That's
See,
confident.
he's falling away, throwing. I'm just getting rid of it. I don't want anything to do with these two guys that are staring me in the face.
Yeah, nice catch by Coach Yale on the sideline too. I'd have lit him up though. I was right there.
Was that his catch?
Yeah. I'd have lit him up. I'd have probably missed the tackle though. That's why I played offense.
This is a big stop for the Rough Rider defense. Third and a couple.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I think the yard loss on the play.
Yeah,
so the
nice
Rough Rider
play by Compton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Kessler on this one. You see the pressure on the quarterback?
Yeah.
Just getting rid of it. And Kessler gets his second pick. Good return.
Nice. I didn't even realize he had two. I thought he only had one. That's a nice return there. Fourth down, huh? I forgot about that one. Yeah.
I have no idea why I got Cody Wallace in here again.
Man,
I
dude.
sneak him in every now and then on defense. Get him some more looks.
The best defense. They say the best defense is great offense.
And there it was, right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Cameron Dameyer, your linebacker, is playing extremely well.
Yeah.
He gets right in there.
Misses the tackle, but does a good job. He's big. He's real big.
And he's only a junior.
He's a junior, yeah. Long body.
Yeah.
He's a heck of a hurtler back in his day. He had a hip thing last year, but he's pretty good. A better athlete than what he looks at times.
This is good outside contain. They forced the quarterback back up, and there's
Ott.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we're going to hear his name a few more times before his career is done.
Yeah, 3 more years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jacob Kessler here again, almost his third pick. Probably wishes he would have had this one back, but this was almost his third one right there.
Oh, geez. That would have been a pick 6.
You better believe it.
Yeah. No, he's playing really good football right now. And you know what? He's got such an energy in practice right now. I actually complimented him yesterday, which is crazy, to see. So they're finally coming around.
Logan Compton. This is just good play. Let's run this one back. But watch number 31, Logan Compton. He read the screen, and he backed off, and there he is, and he pursues it down and gets him turned inside for the rest of the defense
That's
to finish
because
it.
our offense has been throwing screens against him for 3 years in practice. He's stopping them all the time in practice. So he's real good at sniffing out the screen. And he's a good athlete. He used to be a fullback, for a defensive tackle.
I think this is late in the game, and the defense still playing hard.
They play hard all the time. That's the big thing about them, and that's the best thing about our defense.
Absolutely. The Rough Riders come away with a 42-14 win over Wauseon in the first round of the playoffs. They're going to move on to round number 2. We'll be on the road. We're headed to Sandusky as the Rough Riders will take on the Sandusky Perkins Pirates. We'll be back to take a look at Sandusky when we come back right after this.
You're watching the Frye Show, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Grand Lake Roofing, Dollars TV, Family Audiology Associates, American Legion Post 323, Varsity Lanes, Outdoors Equipment Rental, Spring Street Storage, Mr. Bank, Plus One Professionals, Albert Sporting Goods.
Keyword Renovating, St. Mary's Foundry, Larry Chef Auto Sales, Tack House at the Square, TSC, Cody Plumbing and Heating, Roots Pub, Dr. Mike Company, Guaneri's Pizzeria, EFW Post 9289, and Miller Funeral Home.
Welcome back to the Bo Frye Show. I'm Joe Hurlbert alongside Bo Frye. And before we get started, if I've been asked once, I've been asked 100, maybe 1,000 times. How can we get Rider Nation Station apparel like our crew is wearing? Well, here's how you can do that. Rider Nation Station has teamed up with Albert Sporting Goods to provide Rider Nation Station apparel. I think all you have to do is go to the Facebook page. There's a link, and you can order right online. They got polos and long sleeve tees and short tees, zipper hoodies, pullover hoodies, hats, whatever you want. So I think you could even get some.
I could love some of that,
So that's how you do it. Rider Nation Station apparel available on our Facebook page via Albert Sporting Goods. Go and order yours today. As a matter of fact, as you're watching the game tonight, just slide on over. Order yourself some. All right.
There you go.
But anyhow, the Rough Riders take on Sandusky Perkins. Before we do that, let's take a look at some of the other Western Buckeye League teams in Division III, Region 10. Defiance is taking on Central Catholic. In Division III, Region 12, Wapak is taking on Vandalia Butler. Salina is taking on Trotwood Madison. And in Division 4, Region 14, Van Wert takes on Shelby. And, of course, the Rough Riders will take on Sandusky Perkins up there. And, Coach, about 3 hour by bus for you guys.
Yeah, 2.5 hours or so, yeah.
But a little closer than West Holmes.
Yeah, it's a good ride, but hey, it's playoffs, baby. You'll go about anywhere.
Well, when you look at Sandusky Perkins, when I looked at their schedule and the teams that they've won, offensively they're averaging about 51 points a ball game. Their defense is giving up 11.9. They defeated Vermilion in the first round of the playoffs last week, 44-6. And and I've said this, and we talked to this prior to coming on the air, that it's hard to speculate how strong a conference somebody is in that plays. I thought Wauseon was going to be, a team that we would have problems with, but it didn't seem that way. They came in 6-4, and we handled them pretty easily. Sandusky Perkins, don't get us wrong, they're a very good football team, but they've not seen St. Mary's. They don't know how we play. They don't know how physical we can be, and you can't practice how physical you can be during the week.
No.
So we'll have our hands full, but I'm hoping it'll be a good ball game.
Yeah, they're super gifted. We're very aware of that. You can't teach speed. They have that. But yeah, like I said, we're not going there to scared by any means.
Exactly.
As we've been in these fights for years here, the Trotwood Madisons of the world, the West Holmes of the world.
Absolutely.
So yeah, they're a talented football team, well coached, but so are we.
Yeah, when you look at Sandusky, you look at obviously offensively, because they've got good players in skilled positions. Their quarterback Logan Leash is 131 for 189 attempts for 2,036 yards, 29 touchdowns. 4 interceptions, but last week we saw the same thing with Wauseon's quarterback. 23 touchdowns, 3 picks, and numbers don't really tell the whole story. Their running back, Isaac Bunce, 187 carries, 1,400 yards, 24 TDs. He's averaging 141.6 yards per game. But here again, when you look at the teams that they play in their conference, how's that match up? Their first game they play against Woodward, I believe, they beat 81-0. Mm-hmm. And so, you just kind of, and I don't think their quarterback and their wide receiver played just one quarter in that game. So they've probably got some depth. If they only play one quarter, they've got some depth. But, the Rough Riders just have to go up there and play Rough Rider football. Oh,
that's always the key. Like I said, they're very gifted. We're very aware of that. We know that it's going to be a struggle to stop them all the time. We got to slow them down. We got to play great special teams. We got to win in the trenches. If we can do that, it'll be a good night.
And sometimes the best defense is your offense. If you put drives together, and we can keep them off the field, that'll help as well.
That's always the goal.
So when you look at with Sandusky, how do you compare them with a team in the Western Buckeye League that we might have seen?
That's a tough comparison. I'd compare them to a West Holmes from last year, or to a Van Wert from last year. They got that quarterback, and they got those sprinters on the outside. They can take a top off the defense. Defensively, they're active. I would compare them to somewhat West Holmes last year, but they are active. They're physical. They're very skilled. But like I said, we've been in these ones quite many times, and it's time for us to win one of these.
Absolutely. That would be awesome to bring one back to St. Mary's. So again, you have to play it between the white lines. That's where you win it.
That's where you play it.
Absolutely.
Man. Yeah.
That's going to wrap it up for the Bo Frye Show, week number 12. We want to let you know that the ball game between St. Mary's and Sandusky Perkins coming your way will be on the air approximately 6:45 tonight, with kickoffs slated for 7. So we hope you join us then. For head coach Bo Frye, I'm Joe Hurlbert. So long, everyone.
Thank you for watching the Bo Frye Show, brought to you by these fine sponsors: Grand Lake Roofing, Fowler's TV, Family Audiology Associates, American Legion Post 323, Varsity Lane, Douglas Equipment Rental, Spring Street Storage, Minster Bank, Plus One Professionals, Albert Sporting Goods.
Keyword Renovating, St. Mary's Foundry, Larry Shop Auto Sales, Tap House at the Square, TSC, Cody Plumbing and Heating, Roots Pub, Dr. Mike Company, Gwinnett Pizzeria, EFW Post 9289, and Miller Funeral Home.